This is okay as a Defensecon. That is the 3D rendering of the Kraken. You can see the advertisement there. So Everyday Heroes, Great Defensecon. So the UEE normally does this, but this year Drake took it over, and they will have their own with strippers and drugs, and it kind of looks like the team. So, of course, being Drake, wonderful Drake Dragonfly, great little single person bike. Well, actually, it's two person. You can have a driver and a co pilot, carry one SU of cargo, and it has, I believe, these are the little shotguns. So it's fast, maneuverable. It's a pretty good little bike. This is the Drake Mule. Another great little Drake vehicle. Cargo mover. So here. These are supposed to fold down, be like your forks for your forklift. Got like single SU racks and a SU, two SU, I think, cargo box can fit into there. So it's supposed to be cargo moving. This is the new Drake Pitbull. It's a little pit fighter. It's got 6 guns on it and 6 rockets. A little snub fighter. Yeah. Planetary. So it's gonna be bare bones with a lot of guns, which is a Drake signature thing. So it ought to be fun. It's just not going to have a jump drive or anything else like that. So it's going to be limited by what's can carry it. So it's going to be the gunship you're going to put in that big monster over there, which is the how they said the great that ironclad. That's the ironclad assault. So this is the more military gun heavy one. So it's got the big heavy turrets underneath it. It's got some fairly decent armaments on it and armor. So this is what you load your tanks in for your ground control or ground vehicles. And this will load quite a few of them in it. It's huge. But come back to that one later because it's one of the new ones. Pretty much everything here is now an older. The Clipper, it's a generalist. So if you're a single person, it can be your pretty much everything. It's got a med bed in it. It's got a 3D printer set up in it. So you can print your guns and whatnot that you need. It's not too much of a fighter, but it's just enough to get you through. It's got cargo. It's got just a little bit of everything. And I like the fact the way it's built. It's kind of like almost a Razor Crest esque type shit. And More dancers. It's just weird. Okay, so here is the Drake Corsair. This is their exploration ship. It's one of my favorite ships because it's another all-purpose ship that will do planetary. It will do cargo hauling. It will do a little bit of everything. But it has these 4 big guns here that are all slave to the pilot. So it's got a lot of firepower on it. Decent armaments. Very much a Drake style ship. And I first didn't like the asymmetrical wings, but after flying it a little bit, I kind of like it. Gives it a definite different feel. Like, is it 6 guns? Yeah, 6. 2 size 5s, 4 size 4s, and a load of missiles. So it is a good, well armored ship. It's a little slow for like a fighter, but for just something that you're gonna run cargo with that might want to defend, it's not too bad. Okay, so Greek Ironclad is a cargo hauler slash ground vehicle hauler. And this one being the more militaristic vehicle. So much room for tanks or other things. It's got a drop ramp so you can land it, unload, and because this will separate from its main drive or main control unit, drop this as a kind of like a mobile base, and this upper area closes so you can use it as a carrier type ship. A whole bunch of the pit bulls in here, and you'd have all sorts of fun. And has multiple levels. Back to the other side. So, forgive me, this is my first time in here, so. But it is a very Drake vehicle, so there should be ladders and railing that goes everywhere. Mess hall area. Or no, this is the Army. There's the airlock, so that will have your, spacesuits to go out in. Some guns. Oh, it's engineering. So, and we get to the point of getting in battles and stuff. You have to have somebody do your engineering for you. Let's see. Okay, that's the upper right route around it. See, that closes that upper cargo bay door. So gotta be another way. Oh, there we go. Go around. This is step 3. It race down. Operations. So these are your turret spots. So all those big turrets that are on the lower side of the ship are probably controlled from there. Command module. Yep. So the Drake Caterpillar and this are supposed to be able to separate this drive mod from the rest of the ship, be able to fly this away. So basically, this is a semi truck, and this is the trailer. So you're able to separate this out and leave it wherever, either as a movable base, come back in with your command module, your semi truck, connect, disconnect, and move the rest of the ship. And this has its own power and engines, so it's not taking those from the rest of the ship when they leave it. The little elevator. So that is the Drake Ironclad. There's a civilian unit that is supposed to be coming out for a non-armored unit. So it will be interesting to see that one. And it'd be interesting to see the color schemes that they're gonna release for it. But that is a huge shift. It's like 3 Drake Caterpillars all molded together, size-wise. I think they're still working on a few issues with it, but it should be something interesting to play with at some later point. This is Cutlass Steel. So this is the Cutlass dropship version. So rather than carrying cargo, you're carrying bodies. That comes with the extra gun turrets, side doors. That's what? Yeah, it's like 12 seats. So that's a lot of fighters you can fly in with it. I think it was originally set up for the battlegrounds stuff. New flight suits. Those are cool. Not sure about the color schemes, but flight suits are supposed to be more beneficial for flying. So you're not as susceptible to uh, blackouts and stuff. Of course, the ever delightful Great Buccaneer. These guns are great, except for those little guns at the very ends of things. Should I either made them a chin turret or chin mounted? They're size 2 or size 1 Gatlings, size 4 Gatling up there, and size 3 uh, repeaters. These are repeaters. But it's got a great, all the big guns are right around the cockpit, so it makes it really good for getting on target. A lot of the scrappy little fighters got a jump drive and go quite a distance. And the Drake Cutter. So basically, Drake's starter ship. It's a good little ship. It has everything you need. some cargo space, sleeping quarters, a full bathroom. Wish they put that in the Cutlass Black. Cargo. Title is storage. So that is Drake, and that's everything they have for today. Hope I didn't bore you too bad. I'll talk to you later.